Hello everyone, welcome to the Tristar Gym channel. Today's episode is attacking from the half guard. But more importantly than getting to our triangle in this video, the most important thing is that we're getting out from the bottom. In my concepts of universal jiu-jitsu, one of the main things is to always stay off your back. I always tell my students being on your back is the worst possible position to be in a fight. I want to make sure that I'm always on my side or up. That's why I don't necessarily play deep half guard. Now, I do play some deep half guard, but when I do it, it's always in transition. I'm always looking to get up and out in the seated half guard position. Notice that my back's not on the floor, I'm out to the side. I'm safe from my opponent's strikes, his submissions, his passes, etc. And this is what Universal Jiu-Jitsu is all about. Make sure that your Jiu-Jitsu techniques are applicable in the street, in the cage, in the octagon, etc. And this is one of those techniques. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that commonly happens when I get to my underhook here, and make sure to watch my last half guard video. I talk specifically about where to put the underhook, where to apply pressure, how not to get stuffed, how not to get caught in the kimura, and how to get off your back. Okay, so in this video, once you are off your back, and you see here, once I get off my back, it's safe for me to go around the waist. But my opponent on top, if he's a good wrestler or a heavy top guy, they're oftentimes gonna grab your head. And when they grab your head, it's a great grip for them to bring you right back down to the mat. You're gonna see here my partner grabbing my head. He's gonna headlock me right back down to the mat. And from here, he can do dars. He can start passing. He can start going into leg locks as well. He can work his way into so many good positions here. And it's hard for me for me to resist his weight. You know. And one thing, I never want to carry my opponent's weight when I'm on the bottom. Here's another look at it here. They grab your head. They lock you up. It's very hard here. Now the weight's on your head. Chokes are coming about. They're high elbow guillotines, arm in guillotines, darces, kimuras. I mean, this is just a bad place to be. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I'm never in this position. And if I am, I'm easily going to get out. Okay, so let's see what we do in this video. We're going to turn the tables on the guy on top. Number one thing here, when my opponent reaches for my head, notice what I do here. Watch my head. My head's going to be, this is what we call making a strong neck. Okay, so a lot of people, when they are in this position, what they do is they put their heads down here. Okay, I don't want to put my head there. It's very easy for his arm to go over and grab. Notice where my head is. Okay, my head is all the way up here. His arm has to reach further out. He's exposing himself. I'm much further away from him. And this is why it's so difficult for him to reach my head. So that's number one. I'm going to make a strong neck. I'm going to posture. Notice my back is straight. And as he's reaching for my neck here, watch what I'm going to do. Right here, I'm going to kick his foot out from underneath him. Notice this here. I'm going to kick his foot out from underneath him. When I do that, his hand's going to be stripped off my head. He won't be able to hold on to my head. If he holds on to my head, I'm going to end up rolling on top. So watch here. I make a strong neck. I kick his leg out from underneath him. Once I kick his leg out from underneath him, watch his hand hit the mat. If he wanted to raise his hand off the mat, he would not be able to, okay? If he tried to raise his hand off the mat, this wouldn't happen. Why? Because I've kicked out his base here. See this foot here? I kicked him out. So now that makes a huge hole here. He's either going to face plant or post his hand. And if sometimes they do grab your head, it's an easy sweep. You just roll out right on top of them, okay? So here we go. Let's see a few key details here. I raise my head, switch my hooks, kick out his foot from out underneath him. Okay, so let's see what happens with my hooks. Here I'm in normal half guard. Once I'm in normal half guard, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring my outside leg to the inside. So I'm shifting my legs one step over towards the inside. So here comes my outside leg. It goes to the inside. Notice here I'm kind of I put my ankle around his Achilles, okay? I don't want to go ankle to ankle. I don't want to go this far down the leg because his leg might slip out. He might knee slide through this gap here. So I just go right about here, right about the Achilles. Okay, it's a good high leverage position because I can use my heel here to pull his leg out and weaken his position even further, okay? But for now, I just want to hold it there. Notice what I'm going to do with my right leg here. I'm going to reach out, kick out his knee. Okay, so look at that position here. Once I kick out his knee with this leg, that hand we saw earlier is going to drop to the mat. The hand that was trying to grab my neck, it's going to drop to the mat. It's going to make for an easy triangle transition. Okay, so watch this again. Make a strong neck. Shift your hooks towards the inside and collapse his base. Once you collapse his base, there's an easy triangle there. There's also a whole bunch of sweeps you can do, but I chose to show the triangle because I use this technique often, especially on heavy guys who want to hold me down, heavy top game guys, wrestlers, especially wrestlers who want to grab your neck and they just got a good squeeze and they want to put that squeeze on your neck and tire you out and try to slip out of your half guard. No way, no how. When you know this technique, it's going to be easy to slip out of there. Since I've learned this technique, I haven't had anybody control my neck, and even if I get caught on the bottom, I'm just going to wiggle my way into this position here, just slowly, slowly, and kick out his leg. But I never want to give the guy even the chance to grip my neck. Notice that every time I do this move now, as soon as the guy tries to grab my neck, I free my neck. I kick out that leg. Watch this, here he comes. All right, I'm just going to kick that leg out. And once I kick that leg out, that left hand of his is too heavy. He cannot lift that arm to protect himself against the triangle, so I'm going to slip into triangle. Here it is again. I get my underhook. Once I get off my back and onto the side, I can grab around the waist. I kick his leg out. Watch this here when I kick his leg out. Sometimes when you kick the leg out, the guy on top, watch what he's going to do sometimes is he'll post on his hand and he'll skip this knee over your foot. And then that way he'll be able to reach for your neck again. No problem. I'm just going to put my foot back to the same place. As he skips over and he gets his base again, I'm just going to kick him out. So be ready to have to kick that leg out once, twice, 3 times. And it's really highly efficient. You won't get tired of kicking his leg out. It's a very easy thing to do. And you only need to do it once and jump right into triangle. That way, it'll give him no chance to get his base back or get heavy and on top of you. Okay, so always avoid your opponent from being heavy and on top of you. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This is the end of the episode. Make sure to train this technique. It's very, very powerful technique for both Jiu-Jitsu guys and MMA guys. This is one of those techniques that works beautifully in both worlds. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, share, and comment. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you.